Welcome back to the road trip. We're on our way to the National Training Facility, going through the Johnson Space Campus.
This building is also where you can find the most exclusive kitchen on the planet, catering specifically for meals that are out of this world. Food scientists and the space laboratory are hard at work, figuring out how to best physically and mentally uplift, stimulate, and nourish astronauts from all over the world. This is so the astronauts can physically live and work for the long term. Now let me ask you, if you were all traveling to space for the next 200 days and were only allowed one meal to eat for every single one of those days, what exactly would you all have in mind to bring?
Rice Krispies.
Now then,
6, 7.
No worries, we have it all planned out for them. Before the astronauts head out for their mission, they will visit the food systems laboratory to get a menu customized just for them. Dietitians will curate a menu for each astronaut to ensure that they have the caloric intake needed to stay healthy. Our astronauts also have a preference for hot sauce on their meals. The reason for this is that your taste buds are dull when in space, kind of like when you're on an airplane. So the spicy taste is preferred. Along with that, the spice also helps the astronauts with congestion, since fluids will rise in their heads due to the lack of gravity. If you were to say space is hot or cold, which one would you say it is?
It's cold.
Bula that said cold, you are correct. Bula that said hot, you're still correct. You're actually both right. It can be freezing cold and scorchingly hot. Those liquid nitrogen tanks are used to cool the massive vacuum chambers that simulate the extreme cold of space. That allows scientists to test large equipment before launch and make sure it can withstand super low temperatures. Building 32 also has an array of heat lamps that we call the artificial sun to simulate how hot space can also be. Large equipment like the Apollo capsule and lander were subjected to both extreme cold and heat in the vacuum chamber before launch. In fact, James Webb Space Telescope window testing right here in Building 32 before it launched in 2021. If you want to see some of the amazing images sent by the Webb Space Telescope and learn more about how the telescope works, be sure to visit our live show over at Destiny Theater. Or the Crew Health and Performance Exploration Analog Program. Inside Shabia, both selected volunteers live and work for over a year in a simulated Martian environment where researchers throw all kinds of unexpected challenges and problems their way. This is a great testing site for future Mars missions, which also allow us to study human health, performance, and teamwork. One thing that was tested even before the volunteers began living there was the habitat itself. Their habitat is known as Mars Dune Alpha. It is a 3D printed habitat which will simulate what we plan to do when we put humans on Mars. Mars Dune Alpha is also not the only simulation habitat in this building. Hera, or the Human Exploration Research Analog Facility, is located here too. Hera is a two-story habitat that spans 650 square feet and is designed to serve as a simulation for isolation, confinement, and remote conditions in space exploration. Like Shabia, the crew is comprised of volunteers that will perform tasks and experience like they would in Space Vehicle Model Facility, or as we know it, the Astronaut Training Facility. This is where astronauts, along with their 14 gain that familiarity with their equipment and mission. It is essential for astronauts to become familiar with their surroundings and everything at their fingertips before traveling to space. By the time of launch, they will understand how every piece of equipment functions. You are going to see mock-ups of some of the most recognizable spacecraft inside of this building. This is where astronauts have the freedom to make mistakes so that they can get it right before their journey to space. So, the next part of our journey is coming up now, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain seated at all times until I pass by each cart one by one, giving you the all clear to follow me inside the building. Once we're all inside, we'll be going up 26 steps into the viewing corridor, where we will see first-hand training and testing. At this time, please turn off the flashes on your phones. You're more than welcome to take any photo and video, of course, but we do not want to disturb the work going on down there. So once again, please turn on the flashes on your phones. Like I said before, please just remain seated until I pass you by one, give you the all clear to follow me inside the building. Thank you very much. You're all clear to follow me inside the building. All of you are more than welcome to get off and follow me inside. Then you turn. Y'all get off and then follow me inside. Come on. Please be careful way up there, gentlemen. Pretty way up here.
So we're not gonna ride the spinner
I don't think so.
because they're probably riding the spinner. We're gonna watch them do it.
Yes, maybe. We'll be stopping right here.
See ya. The next part.